Hi there, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome, welcome. We're here for you. We're here with your Uranus direct reading. We have been working with this pretty long cycle here, actually to be exact, since 2020, about March, April. So we recently just went direct with this energy about 13th of January, and that's 2021. And we are going to be working with this post-shadow period of retrograde until about March, April 2021. So let's clear it in ground. About a year long, we're working with this cycle. And I'm hearing Scorpio here so strongly. For a number of you working possibly intensely with somebody who has a lot of Scorpio in their chart, there could also be that focus on your personal birth chart there as it comes to maybe even 8th house energies. That might be a focus for you. And for those of you who have a lot of Scorpio naturally in your chart, there could be a lot that is coming up for review. I'm hearing as well in this way. Now that can mean different things, you know, that can mean that also there is some past life energy here. And absolutely that would not be surprising given that retrogrades tend to bring things up again for a review up from the past. And who's to say that something is like the past and then it's so far back that it's not the past anymore, right? We could think of the past as also like past life. So take it as you will, depending on, of course, what, you know, beliefs you subscribe to. But Scorpio, I'm here Scorpio so strongly. There is something that is like also on your mind, and it's like, I'm not going to pretend that it's not important. I'm hearing that as well for a number of you. This is also someone who possibly you feel you really also care about, and I'm hearing it would be a shame to not address it. I'm hearing it as well in that way. Now let's get the cards out and see exactly what is at play. This is a channeled message in addition to a tarot card reading. I'm hearing Leo, Scorpio, Aries so strongly again. And it was interesting because actually in the Scorpio reading, we did have a bit of signs come through. It was actually Cancer, it was Capricorn, and I believe it was Aries as well. So there's a little bit of overlap here for you, Sag, but let's get the cards and see actually, you know, what might be at play. Thank you all so much for tuning in and connecting here to you. And for those of you who have been subscribing, liking, sharing, thank you guys for your support. And I'm touched by all of you. So thank you for connecting. And okay. Okay, so I'm hearing Leo here. Let's get a few more cards out and then we'll begin. Okay. Okay, I'm hearing Scorpio again, Sagittarius. Like there is somebody here who possibly, you know, I'm hearing ready or not. I'm hearing here they come. Okay, like cool. Is that cool? Or like, how do I respond to that? I'm saying someone's like about to go on stage, or like they're an actor. They're like, I don't get the script. Wait, don't leave me. Hold on. Wait. I don't get it. Like, is this a good thing? I'm hearing that Empress, the 8 of Wands, the 6 of Swords, and the 7 of Wands. For a number of you, I'm hearing they're on a wanted ad, but like they're wanting you. It's because they're wanting you. They're like, okay, like it's almost like they want you like a little too bad. Like in this way, like they want you so much that they're like bad. I don't know what that is only to. Maybe someone is like they're in love with you, Sagittarius. I don't take it as you will. But now there's something that I'm hearing, there is something that needs to be addressed, and I'm hearing possibly legally. We have both the Daughter of Swords. That's something that really, you know, strikes me in your reading. I hear Scorpio again, Sagittarius. The Daughter of Swords and the Son of Swords, the pair here of air suit cards, court cards. There's something that is just, it would be silly not to call it out. I'm here as well in that way. For a number of you at a certain point, maybe there's an experience that you kind of tell yourself, you're like, I have to talk about this, and more seriously as well. I'm hearing it like that. Like, I'm not just gonna like, I'm hearing resolve this also by not at least sort of bringing it up. I'm hearing it like that. With the Mother of Pentacles in reverse, and it could be seen in a serious way. You're like, yeah, I don't want to just kind of dilly-dally, you know? I don't want to just sort of like see it as you know, a potential and like not actually talk about it. I'm hearing that as well. So maybe for any reason, something that someone is deciding like once and for all, they're like, I want to come out with this and talk about it. That was more so possibly about, you know, March, April of 2020, and it was possibly introduced, something was introduced around that period of time. Let's get a few more cards here and see. Okay, I'm hearing, whoa, easy. I'm hearing that. Father Swords coming through, okay. A lot of air cards here around that period, and the Son of Wands here in reverse right over the Father Swords of right. For a number of you, there's someone here who, I'm hearing they want you. I'm hearing Pisces so strongly. I'm hearing Sag, like it's almost like it's too much. I'm here to look at this way. I don't know what that's alluding to. Ace of Pentacles. So wait, hold on. Are you aware of this? There we go. Death right there. So for a number of you, yeah, wow. Okay. I saw the Nine of Swords in reverse, actually upright. Shameless. Nine of Swords upright. Yeah, that's right. Mirroring the Death card. And I was like, whoa, Nine of Swords. And then I looked at what was sitting beneath the Death card and I see the Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah. So for a number of you, you are dealing with someone who is, psycho in love with you. We'll say, I don't know, we'll take it as you will. This is like a general reading. Again, I'm here, someone's like, wait, you cannot leave me with that. Hold on. This person's like, don't let me like just go on stage with that. Okay, hold on. Wait, let me read the script over one more time. This person is like not sure really what, also maybe this is how someone feels. They're like, I don't know how they're gonna react to this. Like I am like, they might be very, very close. This was back in June 2020. They were so close to saying, also I'm hearing sorry. Wow. So maybe someone was like, they're racing in their mind. Oh my gosh. They were like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I should like remind them. I don't know if it's worth it. I'm hearing that as well, to like talk through, like, again, like, I don't know if it makes sense. I don't know if it's controversial. I don't know if it's the right thing to do. Like their mind was racing. Now let's pull one more card there on that energy space. Yeah, Three of Pentacles in reverse. It could actually be something that was related to an ego test I'm hearing, or several, possibly. Like, I don't know, like somebody was like truly possibly questioning, they're in love, I'm hearing, in this way, but they don't really know if it's appropriate to like look at it like that. Interesting. And that could be them with themselves. It's not necessarily like something that they even like let anyone know about. Ace of Swords upright, like, okay, how do I, Temperance, but it's like awkward because like for you're meeting with this person pretty frequently. I'm hearing that, like you're seeing them like frequently. I'm hearing that, and maybe even bumping into them. Ten of Swords reverse again, like, and something is obvious. It's like, it's building. It's like, yeah, every time we bump into each other, it's like, it is just like more awkward. Yeah, every time, like, we also don't like come out and just like address it and like say it and commit to it. I'm hearing as well to at least be like, hey, let's at least work on it. Like someone is reluctant, as I'm seeing it, to really, I'm hearing raise the question here as an answerable one. I'm hearing that as one with an answer. For all the Pentacles right now, Nine of Wands, it's like something is ironic, and I'm seeing a focus on the number 7 here, 707. That was actually on the clock right there. So take it as you will. Like something is also possibly just, it's very complicated. It's not adding up. Someone is in their head though about that, and so that's part of the problem. They're not actually coming through and being like, hey, yeah, I got a Death card, mirror, and the Ten of Cups upright. Like they're not actually coming through and being like, hey, this is what I'm experiencing, this is what I'm going through, I'd like to talk to you about it. Like, can we have a seat? Can we have some tea together? It's like maybe some cookies, like cherry flavor. I don't know what this, like, maybe this person dreams of that. They're like, I would love to do that. And if they were to imagine doing that, like coming forward and really opening up the conversation with you, they could really imagine every way in which they would want it to happen. Okay, but when it comes to actually like engaging in that space, I'm seeing there is a really strong hesitation. So for a number of you, the Hangman and the Death card, that for Sag, for a number of you, you could be actually, I'm hearing this way, a medium in this space, kind of like assisting someone in relation to this conversation that they're having. Let me just close the window and okay. Now for a number of you, it's funny. I'm hearing it's kind of like I'm hearing it is annoying though as well. I'm hearing that with the Hanged Man and the Death card and the Ace of Cups. Like for a number of you, possibly, someone is looking at the space. Like it's even someone looking and not two people. Like they're obviously in love. Like neither one of them are willing to look at it like that though. And it is what it is. I've heard that as well. Maybe that's like the feeling that someone leaves off on. And there's so much possibly that lends itself to this space, that has led to this space. There's a history here. There's so much that somebody feels, there is potential to also transmute. I'm hearing that. So it's like, we're not going to entirely let it go, but then we're also not going to like look at it like square in the eyes. I'm hearing that way with the Eight of Cups in reverse, Ten of Cups upright. Like somebody feels like something is just even, they get scared to even think about going near whatever that space is. Let's clear it. Like, so, okay. Eight of Cups and Ten of Cups with the Three of Cups. Trying to read, there's something that somebody is intimidated by. Absolutely. The Ten of Cups and the Eight of Cups and the Hangman and the Five of Cups. And at a certain point, it's like, hey, so why am I not like here for that? In the end, it's not about that person who intimidates them. It's about them with themselves. Why am I not? It becomes like, why am I so scared of the stage energy? And it's like, it's not about the stage. It's about like me. Like, why would I not, step up to my potential? I'm hearing that as well. Position. okay, in which I would take this on. It's like, oh my God, I'm like scared of that one little thing, so I'm sacrificing all of that for this one little thing. It's like something like that. Somebody feels like something kind of becomes obvious, like, okay, and it's ironic almost even, like, it's like, yeah, no, actually, like, and then they invert, they're like, yeah, no, actually, like, the stage is not gonna scare me, okay, from taking that on. So for a number of you, there's a shift here that takes place. I'm hearing holy basil, wow. Somebody is doing some kind of detoxification of the physical body as well, and that's really actually assisting in how they are able to connect with this person. Wow, that's very interesting. I'm hearing clairvoyance. I'm hearing, absolutely, yeah, clairaudience. Wow, like somebody here, they're transforming in the way that they feel they're able to actually talk about this space. There's something that has shifted. So for a number of you, it's actually an alleviation. I'm seeing that with the Death card and the Ace of Cups, and maybe for you, it's a realization. Yeah, there's a huge shift that's made. And for a number of you, maybe someone feels like they have the tendency to, I'm hearing shrink in the light of love. I'm not sure what that's alluding to, but you know, the Death card and the Ace of Cups are dancing, but with the Nine of Swords, and it's like, okay, so it's clearing ground. It's like the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Swords, very, very sort of interesting, you know, energies. I'm hearing Divergent. I think that's the name of a movie actually, but anyhow, Death and the Ace of Cups and the Nine of Swords, like maybe somebody has a tendency and they know this. They're like, I know that I can psych myself out. And it's maybe as simple as that. I can psych myself out about those simplest ways in which I know that I can experience love. And why do I do that? Why do I shy from that expression? I'm hearing it in that way with the Death card. So this is a matter of someone coming forward and expressing themselves and really, really expressing themselves and getting it like fully off their chest. I'm hearing with the Death card. That with the Ace of Cups is the energy frequency that possibly has been, you know, I'm hearing dealt with, but like not handled. Interesting. And it's a matter of confronting it. Okay, like clearly, maybe for a number of you. Now, someone has been waiting, yeah, to do so. We split right there to the Ten of Swords again in reverse this time. So for a number of you, it's something, well, it was in reverse the last time the Nine of Swords was, well, right? Yeah, yes, the Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords was in reverse. Last time, the Ten of Swords was in reverse, Nine of Swords was upright. So for a number of you, there's something, you know, that it's like reprogramming. Possibly it's like, how do I remind myself of like the upside to a situation? What is the point of looking at the situation and just like kind of assuming and going off on this the rampage of, oh, you know, it's you know, remembering. I'm here being reminded of the past where I did not culminate in my potential, you know, as I felt it. And wow, what a surprise. What a surprising energy to find at the base of the Ten of Swords in reverse. It just, you know, lifted that card up. I see sitting at the base of it. It's the Temperance card upright. That's your own card, Sagittarius. For a number of you, and it's funny because the color scheme is so contrasted from the Ten of Swords, right? If we look at the Temperance card upright, it is so vibrant, right? And it is demonstrating, okay, passion to some degree, to some level, here with the Temperance card upright. With the Ten of Swords, okay, we see this sort of defeat of energy with the Ten of Swords reverse. We see this sort of, it's all going downhill. Like I'm going to just at this point watch my marbles roll down the hill, and like I'm just like, you know, kind of like just like watching them at this point. Like, yeah, I don't want to say like giving up, but like let's clear it around. Like something has plateaued, and it is maybe something for a number of you of this energy space of anxiousness. Now, for a number of you, you're realizing I don't have to feel that way. I'm hearing it like that for a number of you, and always take it as you will. For a number of you, there's something really related to diet though here, and it's like I realize that what I eat affects how I see the world around me. Sit with that. I'm hearing this way, like if you feel guided, really, really like meditate on that. You know, how is it that you find yourself as separate from what you ingest, what you put into your body? And how is it that that symbolically represents how you see yourself and your world? So take it as you will. I'm hearing this for a number of you, like maybe for a number of you, you're tackling, you know, psychology from the standpoint of biology. And I'm just going to say it like that, like how it is that you are, you know, sort of working with your mind. Okay, you're maybe approaching in the same way that you would approach your body. So in other words, it's like mind, body, soul. How am I sustaining? I'm hearing my passion. I'm hearing that with the Temperance card, my vision. For everybody, this is actually though coming down to your biology. Like it's coming down to your energy levels. For everybody, this is maybe even related to blood sugar. You're realizing like what gives you a spike. I'm hearing it as well in this way. Like what is it that is just like not also like, you know, helping me. Okay, really get and no judgment, but you know, and this is a reading for entertainment purposes only. We have to say that. You have to heed the advice of your personal practitioner. Okay, but regardless of that, I am seeing that there is, by way of what I'm seeing with the cards as well, that there is something that you are becoming more aware of, at least, where you say, you know, I realize that I could technically, okay, also think a range of thoughts. Okay, and it's a matter by way of that, the beauty of the breadth and the depth of that. I'm hearing this way, you know, to say that I can make the choice to pick the thoughts that I choose to think. So for a number of you with the Temperance card, you are possibly at a point where you realize, I want to make my reality what I make it, and I want to be in control of that space. I don't want to be, for a number of you, I'm hearing eaten alive by fear. I'm hearing it in that way. Like, for a number of you, having thoughts that are possibly consuming you, like it is possibly something that feels a little bit like paranoid. I'm hearing that, especially with the Temperance card looking at the Hangman. This is that Neptunian sort of nebulous energy space associated with Pisces. For a number of you, this is something that's actually very challenging, and you realize sometimes it's very, very hard to step out of the space of what you can see. It's like when sometimes there's too much opportunity. There is such a thing as too much, okay? Too much open-mindedness even, right? Okay, too much creativity. And that's interesting because we can say, you know, there was a lot of Pisces, there was a lot of Jupiter. Jupiter naturally, actually, interestingly, rules both Pisces and Sagittarius. I thought the camera turned off right there for a second. That could be a clue for a number of you, but yeah, it's like, you know, it's like wonderful. It's a wonderful energy, the imagination. However, it must be tempered and balanced with the other elements as well in order to be appropriately, you know, manifested and to be channeled consciously. And that it always depends, and that could be a very particular message for a number of you. But with the Hangman, the Temperance card, you're realizing, okay, that at times possibly, it's like the ability to think so out of the box sometimes doesn't serve me. Okay, the ability to be able to think in the, you know, sometimes it's a matter of grounding my visions and grounding my passions. I'm hearing that as well. So for a number of you, maybe it's actually a space where you say, well, I can think so much positive, you know, about this experience I'm hearing as well. But then at times I find that there are things that are kind of like, you know, I'm hearing emo. I'm hearing that with the Father Cups in reverse, no judgment. I don't know. What does that mean? What is it alluding to? You know, what does it mean to be emotional? I'm hearing that as well. Yeah, it would be so silly to say that, you know, some people are emotional and like, that's a state of being, and like some other people are not. You're always at every time engaging your emotions, your emotional body, and it is involved in the orchestration of your, actually your auric field. I'm hearing with your story. Wow. I'm hearing the way that you say your name. I'm hearing as well out loud in front of your silent twin. I don't know what that's alluding to. Okay. Like your aura is obvious. We're going to say like regardless of whether or not I'm hearing understand it yet on a physical level. I don't know what that's alluding to, but okay, there's a lot here coming through. Now, for a number of you though, like to say in this way as well, you know, everybody has emotion. Okay. And it's like, be it the emotion of not acknowledging the emotion, that's another emotion. Okay, that's like, yeah. So, you know, for someone to be like, I don't have emotion, that's still an emotion. I'm hearing that as well, and that's a certain vibration that's held actually in the aura. And people who are very, very careful with, you know, auric sort of, visualization in saying that they're able to really sort of see and feel and very much empathic. They can sort of observe certain energies, thoughts in someone's aura. So possibly, and that could be what someone is, you're realizing, for a number of you, you're realizing that, yeah, again, that Ten of Swords in reverse, like there's no point. And you realize there's just, and that's just that. There's no point. You can go on forever thinking about trying to prove, I'm hearing that as well, Ten of Swords reverse, something that is kind of scary, something that is kind of nerve-wracking, where it's like, I don't want to do it, but I want to do it. And, you know, you can go on and on and on. And again, we remain with the Temperance card upright. And that will lead you down a certain road. It will, Ten of Cups upright. But at a certain point, you realize, I want to ascend. I'm hearing that as well. And I want to transmute. I'm hearing that with the Nine of Wands upright. I want to tell a whole new way of telling my own story the way that I want to. I'm hearing that. Tell it out with the Nine of Wands upright. This is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse we see accompanying the Nine of Wands upright. It's all a matter of, you know, this foundation that we're laying, the new way. I'm hearing of the way in which we carry our world out. There's a new way of living. I'm hearing as well that you feel, you know, I'm going to be setting the stage for this. And for me, this is like tremendously so. It has to do with your diet. I'm just seeing this again. I'm hearing this again. Like maybe you're realizing, I don't want to live my life like that. I don't want to wake up with no energy. I don't want to, you know, feel like I'm going throughout the day with like no sense of, I'm hearing direction. I'm hearing, and that can be meant in a number of ways. For a number of you realizing, I don't want to just also be stagnant. For a number of you, this is something, again, physical. Like you want, it has to do with fertility. There's something that you're shifting. You're even taking some kind of herb. It's a supplement of some kind with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the Ace of Wands has to do with fertility for a number of you. Now, interesting. Now the Ace of Wands is upright. you know, and it can be in however way, right? Okay, with the Ace of Wands, like libido, there's some kind of supplement for you're realizing like something is also off, maybe the balance is off. And so, and I'm hearing turmeric here with Ace of Wands actually upright, interesting. And that's something that I actually was selling on the website, alchemy.com. So feel free to check that out there. I am very much into herbs. I love the concept of naturopathy. And so that's something that, you know, we'll see, hopefully someday we'll integrate. But, you know, the turmeric with the Ace of Wands upright, I'm hearing that like just right there. So that could be a very particular message for a number of you, but turmeric is known to be an anti-inflammatory herb. And so, you know, there's always a quality statement, right, in relation to everything. So, you know, there are like different types of turmeric. And so just do your research when you're buying a turmeric supplement to ensure that it is one that is going to also be compatible with your body. I'm hearing that as well. So it's clearing around, like, you know, for someone to come forth and say, this is the good supplement, you know, everyone is different, and you have to sort of, you know, I would suggest to sort of also meditate. And that's not to say that, you know, to make decisions purely in a biological way based on, you know, meditation, but to, you know, of course, also heed the advice of your personal practitioner. And again, this is just a channel message. This is just what coming through. I'm not giving biological advice, but, you know, health related advice. I'm not doing that. I'm not giving health advice, but for a number of you, and we have to say that, right? This is for entertainment purposes only. With the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Wands upright, for a number of you, there is possibly, though, you're finding that, you know, for a number of you, you want to feel possibly energetically what it is that you are ingesting. I'm hearing again, this is for a number of you. This is possibly something that you're starting. Again, it's even something that it's like a new way in which you're interacting even with food. Maybe you're like praying with your food, you're meditating on your food. And I don't know, again, that can mean a number of things for a number of people, but you know, there is a new way of interacting. I'm hearing with also what you consume, and that can be, you know, across the board. You can say that what you listen to, you consume as well. Everything affects you. I'm hearing oracally, especially with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe you're realizing that. And this is maybe something even that you're taking, and it's like something for therapeutic. I'm hearing that with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Let's clear it down the back of the body. For a number of you, it's something with visions. You're having visions. Anyways, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Now, for a number of you, Sagittarius, you know, and I'm not suggesting to take anything for anything. I'm hearing that again. We have to say that again. But, you know, it's something that you know, possibly, for example, maybe before you eat, well, this is even something related to sound. Like, okay, so take it as you will. But with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Wands upright, for a number of you, this has to do with your digestion. Wow. So this is like a very strong focus for a number of you. This is a very strong focus. Like, it's almost like, you know, maybe there was something going on, you know, maybe even like with your thoughts. I'm just hearing this way, like, and I don't know what that is for everyone, but it's like, yeah, I felt like there was some kind of anxiety that I felt I was having. And so then I started to look towards some kind of natural remedy. I'm hearing that with the Ace of Wands upright and the Ace of Pentacles upright, and to sort of look into, you know, how the digestion also affects the brain, the mind, and the rest of the body with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. So for a number of you, this is just something that you're researching. I'm hearing that for a number of you, you're like kind of working with different, you know, researching different, you know, options here when it comes to certain herbs. I'm hearing that again. And if for a number of you, this has to do possibly with something you're investing in, or it's like a program. There are 4 types of herbs possibly that for a number of you you're considering. I'm just hearing it in that way. For me, this is something maybe even you're thinking of growing. I'm hearing that as well with the 4 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. With the Temperance card, looking at the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it could be a business, take it as you will, but there's just something that, you know, you feel there's just so much room for transforming your life. And it's maybe in a very simple way. You're like, oh, this one little way that I would shift my lifestyle would make such a tremendous impact on the way that I could, you know, translate my gifts in a public way. I'm hearing as well. So maybe this is something where you're finding that, you know, there's a matter of maybe how you are projecting your energy space, and it could be, you know, physically actually as well, where maybe for a number of you, like, it could come down to your Mars, the placement of your Mars, especially those you have a very, maybe you got like a Mars in a water sign or a Mars in a water house. I'm hearing that specifically even in an air sign or an air house. There could be a little bit of this anxiousness energy when it comes to how it is that you perform. For a number of you, it's like, I feel like I get psyched out. So maybe for a number of you, there's something here that you're sort of, I'm hearing, you know, you're thinking about how it is that, once again, you're researching this. This is for a number of you. You're studying this. Maybe it's actually naturopathy. Maybe it's something related to herbs that well, once again, you're thinking of getting maybe involved in this even business. I'm hearing that. This is maybe something that it's an industry, even with Ace of Pentacles in reverse. It's a study. It's a sort of, it is maybe a degree, but it's more like, it's more of, it's like some kind of content. I'm hearing that with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Something that you have been even like looking at, reviewing. Six of Cups in reverse. It could even be like a program, like even like some kind of detox program, like a, you know, I'm hearing reflections. I'm hearing that the Ace of Pentacles reverse, reflections in the mirror. I'm hearing that Six of Cups. For no reason, it's something even related to your family. Like you're thinking of, you know, something with the digestive system. This is for a number of you, like it's something like, though, with also your libido, I mean your energy levels, you're like something just has shifted. So there's something that you're considering. It could again be a program, maybe even like some kind of it's like a digestive supplement or something. And I'm not saying that that's something that you should be taking again, but there's something that you have been considering. Okay, so Sagittarius, thank you for tuning in. Love the light to you here. Thank you for connecting here to you. We'll jump into the extended view, the link in the bio box below, and I'll see you guys there. Thank you guys for your support, those of you as well who are joining the members channel. If you would like to join, we'll go live there from time to time. We'll have a few sort of off chance pick a card readings, some wild card readings, link in the bio box below. In addition, there should be a little join sign up next to the subscribe button, and that is the way to I'm here, the gateway you know, the way to the members section of the channel. And so thank you guys for supporting me in moving the channel to this other space as well, where we can connect more intimately, we can connect more you know, in a more like chill way, and to know that the people who are signing up, it's still the internet, but you know, signing up to engage in that space are, you know, going to have more of you know, surveillance in some way. Like, well, not to say that it's surveillance, but you know, the people who do sort of join, it's like you have to sign up to join. So, you know, somebody who's going to pay to troll, it's okay. There's going to be another level and scale by which people might be, you know, more so reluctant to, you know, sort of participate in that space. In other words, you know, in the general lives, there was like a lot of really weird behavior, and like people, I did not feel comfortable at a certain point. I'm like, why is it that, you know, people just kind of put it upon themselves to just do whatever they want just because they feel like they can? You know, why open that space, you know, at all? So yeah, why open that space to anyone? So I decided to move it to the live sections for members, and so I'm still obviously doing the general readings, but I'm going live for members, and that's going to be in the member section. So you know, it's just, it feels more comfortable, it feels more safe, and you know who's tuning in. Okay, you can't just like go and create like a random profile and just do, you know, you could, but it's going to be way more steps. And so it's more measures, and it's much easier to sort of track and trace bad behavior down. I'll say it in that way, and it's much more seamless to sort of also manage over time, and to see sort of in an integrated way how it is that the energy is you know, integrating in the broader community. And there's just a lot more features. It's really cool. It's way easier to sort of be able to it's more oversight when it comes to how it is that we are you know, seeing who is joining and how they're interacting. Thank you guys for tuning in. Always take it as you will. Bye.